Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio, and watching us on Channel 18 BTC Fiber Television, and also watching us on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Get on there and check it out. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment, nice comments. We do appreciate that. Get on there and subscribe too. We've told you how to do that if you can. I realize that it's not that simple for for a lot of people. I don't know, YouTube can be difficult sometimes when it wants to be, I guess. Well, it can, but so it signs people out. Some people get locked out of their YouTube account, and they don't
really
remember their password, and there's a lot of things that can happen like that, and so they're not able to subscribe.
Wow.
So, but if you can, we appreciate that very much. I'm still on the mend. I still feel like teetotal crap, Papa, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm gonna give it my best shot today.
I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you. As I see a tractor with some hay coming this way, and they
Had two big bales.
did, didn't they?
One on the front and one on the back.
I think that's some of my problem too. Seeing that, I think my allergies are in. I think my allergies are in full swing for sure. Is the pollen cut loose yet or something?
I have no idea.
I'm kind of thinking maybe so, because I can usually tell. I can usually tell, and my head, throat, and nose are telling me that it's either here or it's fixing to be. That's for sure, Papa. We do have some birthdays. Man alive, I'm gonna say if I know all these people, maybe I'll get to skip some. I don't know, because it is a lot. Let me tell you, a lot.
I bet there's 20 there.
At least, good grief. So these are birthdays from March 20th through, or really to the 31st. It looks like it goes through, Papa. So we might could cut it down to maybe. What is today?
Today's the 22nd.
Okay.
So it starts.
We'll go through it. Well, it starts to the 20th though, so we could go through the 25th here. And still, we'll see. I'll play it better. I'll see how I feel. We'll go. We'll just determine it like that. So I will say, happy birthday to the following people. These birthdays, Papa, are on March the 20th. So happy birthday to the following people. Hope you had a great birthday. Here we go. Justina Holmes, Jeff Holland. These are all on the 20th. Renee Hassut. Hassut.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. If I did say it wrong, I do apologize. Pam Sims.
I
Hers
called
on the
Pam.
20th. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Also Hannah Frady, Jeff Angel. Those are all for today, or not today, the 20th. Yesterday, the 21st, Jane Wooden had a birthday.
I called her.
Oh yeah, that's right. You called both Jane and Pam, didn't you? Anna Robertson also had a birthday yesterday. Today, the 22nd, we have some birthdays. We have Julie DeGeneiro.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Thomas's? I'm not
I don't
sure.
know.
Yeah. But anyway, happy birthday, Julie. That's today. Also, Dave having a birthday is Dee Dee Frazier, Dennis Frazier, and Zach Ollendorf also has a birthday today. Happy birthday to Zach. And let's see. Tomorrow, Papa, on the 23rd, Joel Holland has a birthday. And Dawn Cook also has a birthday. So happy birthday as well to Joel and Dawn. On Sunday, March 24th, happy birthday to Peggy Ferguson. Kendall, how do they say it? I don't want to say it wrong. Meloncon.
Melancon.
Melancon is how they pronounce it. Okay, so happy birthday to Kendall Melancon. That's on the 24th as well, and we'll go ahead and do the 25th, I guess. All right, the 25th. These are going to be on Monday. Happy birthday to the following people: Miranda Keith, Wilma J. Swafford, and Charlie Frady. Happy birthday, Miranda, Wilma, and Charlie. And then on the 26th, that'll be on Tuesday, I think. Happy birthday to Casey Lewis, Chad Shaver, Lydia Barger, and Michael. Clendenen. Clendenin. Okay, Michael Clendenin. So happy birthday, Michael. All those are on the 26th. So once again, happy birthday to Casey, Chad, Lydia, and Michael. And then the last two are on the 29th and 31st. Happy birthday to Candy Pendergrass on the 29th. And happy birthday to Erica Cook on the 31st. Whew. You're right, that was a lot. On the birthdays there, Budrow. Get me a drink real quick, Papa.
Go for it.
That was a lot. Okay. So put that there for now. Also, let's see what we got going on here. The fifth Sunday night singing is going to be at the lab, Papa.
I've got that down here too.
Oh, okay.
But now,
oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, Sunday
at the
24th.
That's not the fifth Sunday, by the way.
It's weird, isn't it?
Although they don't want to have it on Easter Sunday.
Oh, I get that totally then. Okay. And it's going to be at the lab.
It's going to be at the lab at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Cool. So there's a good announcement, folks. The fifth Sunday night singing this time is going to be at the lab. It's going to be this Sunday at 6 p.m. So come by and check that out, folks. The lab's a pretty cool place if you haven't checked that out already. Looks like we have an Easter egg hunt tomorrow to talk about. This one's at Popple Church of God. Go by there and enjoy an Easter egg hunt tomorrow at the Popple Church of God. It'll be at 4 o'clock p.m. And it says bring the family to enjoy an afternoon of food, fellowships, and prizes. Ooh, prizes. Yeah.
I'd say a lot of churches will have an egg hunt.
They will. And they should.
We're going to have one.
Yeah. They're always fun, even for adults, really. And I know a lot of adults participate in them as much as they possibly can, you know what?
Well, I think the adults are living through their children.
I think a lot of that goes on
or
too.
Grandchildren.
Yes,
Grandchildren.
yeah. Or both, yes. Let's see, the rescue squad, Papa. Let's see what they're doing.
They have an egg hunt too.
They are. Theirs is on the 30th, so it's not tomorrow, but it's going to be a week from tomorrow. This is the biggest Easter egg hunt, it says, at the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad. It's hosting the biggest Easter egg hunt in the valley on Saturday, March the 30th at Bledsoe Recreation Park right here in Pikeville. That's the baseball field, basically. What we always call it, the ballpark. The hunting will begin at noon, so mark your calendar and bring the kids out for a fun Easter egg hunt. That's at the this is the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad. Once again, they're calling it the biggest Easter egg hunt in the valley. They might prove that. I don't know. They might be able to.
Measure it.
I don't either.
Maybe it's the size of eggs.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the eggs are real big.
Duck eggs.
To find out, you'll just have to go and see, folks. But that one, you still have a little bit of time. That's Saturday, March the 30th. Once again, at the Bledsoe Recreation Park. Let's see. I hope I don't have too many more. That one was yesterday, so I don't have to do that one. Tomorrow though, the bargain basement. This is always big news. People will know when the bargain basement's open every Saturday, or when they're open on Saturdays, and it's 2 Saturdays out of the month usually, and one of them is tomorrow, March 23rd. The bargain basement will be open from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Is that what it usually is?
Yeah.
Okay. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Let's see what they're doing. They deviated from their usual first and third Saturday this month, folks. So it's usually the first and third Saturday of the month, but they deviated from that this time to get summer clothes put out and organized. So the $1 a grocery bag on all clothing, books, movies, and CDs, that continues. Most other items are $1, unless they're marked. It says unless marked, so it'll tell you if it's not $1. The proceeds, as always, are used for missions. Clean, usable donations are always very much appreciated, and they can be brought to them during open hours, and proceeds benefit the missions of the church, so it's for a good cause, obviously. So there's you some info on the bargain basement, and they are back at it tomorrow once again, folks, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Just a hop, skipping away from us here, Papa, at the Methodist Church, right on Main Street.
Yes, been there a long time.
It sure has. You're right. And I think I'm finally free of announcements, so I'm gonna let you have at it now, Papa.
I will have at it. The First Baptist Church out here on Cumberland Avenue is going to have a revival starting this Sunday, the 24th, and the night services will begin at 7 o'clock. But on Sunday morning, you will be there at 11, and this will go through Wednesday night. And this is unusual in that they're having a dinner every night for the community at 6 o'clock.
We talked about that a little bit last week. That is very unusual, folks.
Very
to the
unusual.
point where I don't think I've ever heard of it until this.
That's going to be Monday through Wednesday, but also on Sunday they're having a noon meal.
Yeah,
and that's potluck. So you bring a dish.
yeah.
Then Fall Creek Falls is tomorrow morning is going to have their big breakfast.
This is a
And
good
they
one.
want you to be there from 7 o'clock until 10. If you can't eat for 3 hours, then you just have to fall out of the mix. They will serve you biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, hash brown potatoes, pancakes, and waffles with fruit toppings. The meats will include sausage, bacon, country ham, fried bologna, and then they will have fruit to eat. I've not seen fruit on the menu with any of these breakfasts, but there will also be orange juice to drink, along with coffee and milk and water. The fee will cost you $10, but if you're a child, 10 years old or younger, then you get to eat
for free.
That's a good deal.
There you go.
Also on Wednesdays and Saturdays, the Alcoholics Anonymous, it will be meeting at First Southern Baptist Church at 5 o'clock. And that will be, if you have a question you want to ask, you can call Ted at 423-619-3772. That church is located on Main Street. And also, there will be a reunion set for the class of 1959. They're going to meet in June the 14th.
Okay.
So I don't know why they're putting this in the paper that early.
Yeah.
That's a long ways off.
It kind of is. That is a little strange, I guess you could say, yeah. But oh well.
This is their 65th class reunion. So it's going to be held at the municipal building down at on the street where I live. I still live on College Street, but they renamed it Municipal.
Yeah, I don't like that name as much.
Also, the clothes closet is sponsored by the First Southern Baptist Church, It's going to be open on the first and third Tuesdays of every month. And
Tuesdays? Okay.
this is a heavily used ministry of the church. People come from, I don't know where all they come from, but this serves people in Bledsoe County. But
Yeah.
we've been doing this as a church for 25 years. And so if you have anything you would like to donate,
Oh, yeah.
you contact our church secretary. Her name is Jolene. And that number is 447-2849. And so also in addition to clothing, sometimes a family has a burnout and they need some furniture. We have had furniture in the past. So sometimes it's something different than just clothes. Sometimes it's furniture. So avail yourself of that opportunity to be served by the church at First Southern Baptist.
Yeah, that'd be the best thing to do, wouldn't it? You know, did you see where the Lady Warriors, they're getting a new locker room and concession stand for their field? Yeah, I like that. So they're off to a great start once again, by the way, Papa. Just letting you know. I mean, wow. They beat Ray County yesterday, folks, here in Pikeville. But Ray County not only is a bigger school as far as, this is a 3A school, they're also a school with a strong softball program. And we won 13-3.
Wow.
And
the difference had to be in pitching.
Yeah, I mean, we beat Ray County last year, but it was much closer. I wasn't expecting it to be by 10 runs. That's a really good win.
Blowout.
And they did the same thing to Sequatchie County the game before that. They beat Dunlap. Huge rivalry game, obviously. And they go down to Dunlap and won 12-0. Yeah, so
that's impressive.
Very much so. So the Lady Warriors really couldn't ask for a better start to their softball season. That's for sure. And you can listen to them. That's where I was going with this too. Like this third year in a row, where you can listen to them here on WAT. So be sure to check that out, guys. And I'm glad that they were able to do that for them. Get the concession stand, locker room built. They deserve that. Yeah. Well, Papa, I take it is trivia time in Tennessee.
Trivia time in Tennessee.
There is one more thing. Just if I could find it, but there's going to be another eclipse, in April.
It's not in the paper.
No. Well, I don't. It must not be, but there's going to be one. April the 8th. I'll show you.
Whether it's printed or not, it's going to happen.
I'll show it to you on online. I'll show you. The Lucky Star was even considered having an event for it. Remember, like in 2017, how we got to see the eclipse.
The sun.
Yes, it was awesome. So it's going to be similar, to that. April the 8th.
The day that Jesus was crucified, there was an absence of the sun shining for 3 hours, from 12 noon until 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
That makes total sense.
Darkness.
Yeah,
darkness.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep our viewers obviously updated on that. But that'll be something cool to do again. You
want to know the definite date.
That's
so
for sure.
People can be looking.
Absolutely.
I went to town yesterday. Had to go get bologna. Had to go get 3 items on my list. So instead of calling my daughters, I thought, well, I'd just drive to town. Paula came down to the house a while ago. She said, I've got a picture I want to show you on my telephone. Someone had taken a picture of my car and sent it to Paula. So Paula's got spies out everywhere.
I love it.
Can you believe that? It was my car. I could not deny it. It was parked right here in front. I just stopped for this stop sign.
Oh, that's pretty dang good, Papa.
They're supposed to let me drive to the church, but I went a little beyond church. These are local questions that you will not know, but I want people.
I don't know any of them. Well, that's a bummer.
I want people that are listening and watching to see if they can put their thinking caps on and remember.
I'm sure
what I'm talking about. In what location?
Lifeline.
What location
Get
was
ready.
the post office in? It used to be in one of the buildings 1 block away from us, north.
Was
The corner of the
right here is the end of the street. Okay, cool. Where Howard's office is, maybe? Or no,
one
over.
One over.
Gotcha.
Diagonal across from the Bledsonian, right?
No, the the Bledsonian is on one end of the street and post office on the other end of the street. It's up here. Even with us.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
There's something in there now, some kind of studio.
Oh,
Cliff lives up over here.
okay, yeah, it's there. Okay, L&D board used to own that building for. There we go. Okay.
Cliff and
Cliff and Gail own it now.
They live upstairs.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Okay, in the back of the post office, there was a bus station. Who owned that bus station? Can you believe that?
I can't believe we had it.
In the back of the post office, there was a little bitty hole in the wall, and that's where people could wait to ride the bus to Chattanooga or different places. They stopped.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That ain't it. That's crazy.
The man that owned that bus station owned the house that Carol and I rented in 1955. Charlie Wheeler was his name.
I was about to ask his name.
Who supplied the taxi service to Pikeville back then?
So they had taxi service back then, I take it. I don't have a clue on that one.
Reed Sells' mother's daddy, Willie Reed.
Okay.
Is located on Cumberland Avenue.
Wow. Well, we're at right now.
Our shoes were repaired across the street from the grocery store on Cumberland Avenue, where
were you in?
Dwayne Corbin's office is now.
Absolutely.
That was a shoe repair shop. The man that ran that shop, his name was Dummy. He could not speak, nor his wife could, but he would make a grunting sound. His name was Carl Watson.
Wow.
But they called him Dummy.
Dummy?
Dummy.
Wow. What a not so nice nickname.
No, it was
Dang.
not. Okay. Next door. No, that's not it. Where do people get their watches and their clocks repaired? They don't even have that service anymore. But back then, there used to be a shop where you could take your clock or your watch and get it repaired.
That's pretty cool.
The man that ran that shop made me a watch. I told him that watches wouldn't run on my arm. He said, I'll make you one that will. He made me a watch and then gave it to me.
Wow, and it did work?
It did work. It's located right next door to where the loom is now, going west. Going west.
Okay. What about that?
Okay. What business was in the same building where the venue is now? You know where the venue is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a... Wait a minute, though. We're going down memory lane, though, aren't we? So it's not going to be my guess.
No, it's where we bought our first bedroom suit.
Okay. Was it London's Furniture?
It was before London.
Oh, wow. Wow.
His name was Redmond. Benny Redmond.
Wow.
He had a furniture store there.
Okay, that makes sense. It does.
It was big. And what business was next door to him on the going east? There was a hardware store. Carolyn's uncle Cole owned it. Cole Robertson's hardware store.
Okay. Cool.
Right next door to the post office.
That's crazy.
Across the street from these two businesses, the hardware store and the furniture store, there was a gas station, and behind the gas station there was a car repair shop. Who owned that gas station.
Oh,
His son lives 2 doors up from me. Ray Evans, his son. That was his son.
Oh,
The man that owned that, and it's vacant now. That building is gone.
Oh,
His name was Robert Evans.
okay. What about that?
The vacant building next to this parking lot is still there. It's a long white building. Should be running right next to you, where you live now. What business was in there? They have been relocated. They're on the main street now, but at that time they were on Spring Street. Sequoia Valley Electric Co-op.
Oh, really?
That's what was in that building.
Whoa, okay. I didn't know that. What about that?
I've got a lot of things.
That is.
The main street stage area down here replaced a popular business in Pikeville. That business was owned by 2 men. It was a furniture store, and there's nothing there now except the venue of the main street stage. But they had a busy business. They had several people working for them.
Who was it again? I don't know.
Howard Little is still alive. Al Little's daddy.
Yeah.
And Cleston Davis.
Wow.
They own that furniture store. Okay.
Wow.
Last question. Do you know what was in the building where Dr. Lee has his furniture, has his dentist shop?
Does Lifeline have a clue?
If there's another dentist there, my earliest remembrance.
There was a grocery store there.
Really?
Leroy Downing. Leroy Downing had a meat market, and he was the only place in town where you could buy meat. And we put a meat market in our store. And he came back there one day when we were having a meeting to get the the factory in here.
Yeah.
And he came back there and helped me learn how to cut meat.
Good.
Leroy Downing.
Wow. What about that?
He lived on Main Street.
Wow. That was just like so that was interesting though, you know.
Well, I figured some people are.
Oh yeah,
there's
for
very
sure.
few people left my age, but
well, they don't all live here, you know. Too have viewers from all over the place, but the ones that lived here during this time though, yeah, they're going to remember this and react to it, and they've been wanting you to talk about a lot of that again anyway. So that works out good, actually.
The good old days is what they call it.
Exactly. Yeah, no kidding. I wish I was around for them good old days. Y'all had it made, sounds like, there for a little while here. My goodness.
Prices were a lot different back then.
I know. Much cheaper.
You could buy a cigarette for a penny. You could buy gas for 27 cents a gallon. You could buy candy bars for a nickel, or ice cream for a nickel, popcorn for a nickel, chewing gum for a nickel.
That is so true. Gosh.
And you could buy penny candy.
Oh yeah.
You could buy candy.
You can get a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll have to do that again. I'll tell you, talk about all that stuff again, on allergy again too sometime. And speaking of allergy, that will be coming up along with some good old sports of all sorts.
Yeah.
And some jokes as well. All that will be coming up and more right after the break. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, connecting the Sequatchie Valley to the world.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
Welcome back, folks. Here on WUAT Radio, you're listening to us and watch us on channel 18 BTC Fiber Television and BTC Fiber YouTube channel as well. Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show.
Yes.
We'll quickly thank our sponsors, and then we'll delve into the wide world of sports. But first, quickly, a quick thank you to the following people. Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bill Breed Insurance, Scotty's of Pikeville, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker, Farm Bureau Insurance, Putnam Reed Funeral Home, Nickel Row Antiques, which they'll be back and at it here in no time, here in just a couple of weeks probably. Morgan Brothers, of course, remember they got their buffet, folks. Check it out. You also have the Bank Walker Brewery and the Pikeville Family Restaurant. State Farm Insurance, that's Nick Smith and his friendly staff. It's Lola's, Collier and Company Realty, it's Michelle Collier. Bill Wolf and Lee Station Baptist Church. Farm, we already said that one. The Daily Stop, and it's quilting time. That stumps me every time because of the writing. I'm gonna rewrite this one day because it gets me every week. But it's quilting time. They're right next to us, right here on Cumberland Avenue. Basically, it's the old Doc Morgan or Smith, Dr. Smith office, and the loom. But the loom part's not open yet, though. But I think they're getting close.
They're working on it.
Mm-hmm. So thank you to our sponsors, and Papa, it's March Madness. It's March Madness, baby. My favorite time of year in sports.
It is.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
But before we get to March Madness, we had the SEC men's tournament last week.
Yeah, man.
On Friday,
Tennessee did not participate.
Texas A&M took on Tennessee.
Man.
And you would think Tennessee would have defeated them, but they got a lesson, 73-56. That's sad.
It was. I never felt like Tennessee was in that ball game.
They were not. Connecticut's got 17 points.
Yeah, which I know it's a lot of points, but for him it's not. And he had no help.
He was averaging 21 plus for the year. But Auburn took on South Carolina and won handily, 86-55.
Yeah.
Then Alabama and Florida tussled, and Florida won handily, 102-88.
Yeah, that was a lot of offense in that one.
And then Texas A&M took on Kentucky, and guess what? Texas A&M won on that one.
I know it. They were playing for their NCAA tournament lives.
They also went on to the big dance, didn't they?
They did. They deserved to.
Okay. In the semifinals, Auburn took on Mississippi State, and Auburn won it all.
Yeah, Auburn beat Mississippi State in the semifinals, and they beat Florida in the finals.
They beat Florida in the finals, 86-67. So Auburn looked good. They look good.
I'm glad they won. If Tennessee's not going to, I'm glad they won the SEC tournament because of Bruce Pearl. Former Tennessee coach, why not?
The teams that are predicted to be in the Final Four from the SEC was LSU and South Carolina.
LSU was predicted.
No,
Whoa, that's sad.
That was sad. They went.
They didn't make it.
They went to the NIT
Yeah,
along
you
with
make it.
Georgia. Along with Georgia.
Oh yeah. Georgia had a terrible year too.
Georgia had a terrible year.
LSU must have really disappointed.
They had a bad year,
They really did.
but they got to go to the NIT. What is
Yeah.
that NIT?
I just call it the nobody cares invitational.
Nobody's interested.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Okay, in the men's tournament, in the NCAA, Auburn took on Yale, Florida took on Colorado, I believe. Arkansas played, and Tennessee
Played
took
St.
on
Peter's.
St. Peter's.
Which
I
is a
never
good-
had heard of them.
They're a mid-major, but I was telling you, there was a kid that I coached that played for them, and he was
Yeah.
on their TV playing at Tennessee the other night.
But you didn't know that.
I had no idea that he was playing for them. I was his first coach, by the way, so I can take that. I can wear that hat proudly. But yeah, congratulations to Michael Hogue. He plays for St. Peter's, and he had 6 points against Tennessee. And he's just a junior, so he'll be back next year. But I was just excited to see him. Congratulations, Michael. And it was awesome to see him doing well, you know.
They had a good team.
He had never played before when I got this kid. And I knew, though, as soon as I saw him play, he had never played before, I said, that kid's going to be big. He's
He
going
was
to
a
be good.
Natural athlete then.
Natural, definitely.
I said Georgia and LSU went to the NIT. LSU got beat, but Georgia had won the first game,
Okay.
78-76.
Dang, barely.
The Dodgers has a home run hitter from Japan.
What?
The Dodgers have a home run hitter. He cannot speak a word of English. They had to hire an interpreter to be on the staff, so they could go through him to explain to the home run hitter what they wanted.
That's crazy.
Well, let me tell you, this week I was watching Paul Feinbaum show. They have fired him because of massive theft.
Oh.
Massive theft.
Oh.
So I don't know how much that entails, but anyway, he's no longer with the team. So I don't know how they're getting words to their home run hitter. That's sad.
Yeah.
In the big dance.
Sorry, Dodgers.
In the big dance. Michigan State down Mississippi State. South
Boy,
Carolina
did
lost
they.
to Oregon.
Yeah, that was an upset.
Okay.
Yeah, where were we at in the tournament? Like, it was just the first round.
Tennessee won over St. Peter's handily, 83-49.
Everybody got in on the action.
That was a margin of 34 points. But Texas is looming large on the radar screen next.
Is Texas, would they be next? Are they next? Well,
They're
wow.
next.
Rick Barnes will go against his former team.
Yeah, what about that?
That'll be really interesting.
And Kentucky played Oakland, and Oakland had never won a game in the big dance tournament.
I can't believe
Oakland beat
that.
Kentucky. That means Kentucky lost 2 in a row. They lost a game in the SEC tournament.
They lost in the first round of that one too.
First round. And they lost the first round in the NCAA.
I'm shocked. I was shocked at it. Very shocked.
That's sad.
Because they didn't seem prepared for that team. They really didn't.
They played poorly. They played poorly. That's all I have.
But they're a much better team than that too, so there's no excuse for that. But old Calipari got out coached. He got out coached.
That guy knew what he was doing.
He did.
But he had a player that reminded me of Dalton Connect.
Yeah, he's a pure shooter. He was money.
He hit 10 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Is 11.
Yeah, that's very impressive then.
So that man looked good.
That's 30 points. Just saw 3-pointers.
Yeah, he got 32 altogether.
Wow.
But he hit more than 50% of his shots.
Yeah. Well, they might be this year's. Well, they might be one of the Cinderellas for March Madness this year.
Surely, if they can beat,
If they win their next one.
if they won that game, they can win another game.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to see if they play in the second round. That'll be interesting.
Be interesting.
They have a chance.
Okay, Billy, next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday is Easter Sunday.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
So I want to talk just a little bit about Easter.
Okay.
Easter is an annual festival observed by the Christian community.
Yeah.
It is a celebration
Mm-hmm.
of the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's held the reason it varies on the calendar, it's held after the first Sunday, after the first full moon that occurs on or after the March the 21st. So whichever day
wow.
that first full moon falls on, the next Sunday will be Easter Sunday.
I never knew that.
That's the reason it alternates.
Okay.
Sometimes it's in March.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it's in April.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway,
wondered why, but I didn't know that was it.
the only abbreviation for Easter is the capital E. You cannot abbreviate Easter any other way than the capital E.
Okay. Didn't know that either.
Also, Easter is a sign of spring.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I like that.
the thing about the Christian calendar and the Christian celebration is that it coincides with the pagan festival that most people observe, a lot of people observe, and so it gets mixed up there.
Oh,
Now let
really?
me tell you what Easter is not.
Okay.
Easter is not about the Easter bunny and Easter eggs.
Right.
But that's what it is. That's what it has become. Churches will have Easter egg hunts.
Right.
And we read an announcement a while ago about the rescue squad is going to have the biggest egg hunt.
Yeah, yeah.
They offer candy eggs, they offer prize eggs, and our church will have an egg hunt after church.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
the Easter Bunny, where does the Easter Bunny figure into the equation?
I really do not know.
Santa Claus is a figment of someone's imagination. The Easter Bunny is too.
But I can't think of the story. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Tooth
Oh,
Fairy?
of course, yeah.
But I don't think the Easter Bunny is on equality with Santa.
No, none of them are on that. But I don't know the Easter Bunny story is good.
But this Sunday coming up after this, the next Sunday after this, on the 31st,
Yeah.
this is what Easter is all about. It's what? Right now, with everybody will come to church. There'll be more people in church on Sunday, Easter Sunday, than
any other
Sunday
day.
year. And there will be more
That is
hats
true.
worn by women. And people will put on their finest outfits.
Yeah, they will.
Put on their finest outfits
You are
to
correct about that.
prance around and
For some, yeah, on Easter.
on Easter. Okay.
To hunt eggs. You're right.
I want to tell you this is something that I did some research on because of my age. How can I live longer?
Okay.
That's a question a lot of people.
Of course.
Many years ago, a man was searching for the fountain of youth. And he came to the United States searching for the fountain of youth. No one has ever found the fountain of youth yet. But how can I live longer? These are some popular ways that people have come up with to fight aging.
Okay.
And
Crazy.
I've done some of these. Over-the-counter creams and lotions helps you fight age.
Okay.
Dermabrasion, injections, fillers and lasers.
Yeah.
I've had eye laser surgery. And plastic surgery.
Yeah.
These are
Get
three
Botox. Yeah.
These are three things that people use to fight aging. some popular brain boosters. And I talked to a woman in my age last week. Listen to what these are the 3 things that they say are popular brain boosters. Number 1 is exercise.
Oh, true.
Number 2 is working or volunteering or hobbies.
Yeah.
That will extend your life and boost your brain. Thirdly is crossword puzzles.
Really?
This woman, that used to be one of my favorite pastimes.
I know.
Now I've got into drawing. But anyway, this woman I was talking to 2 weeks ago, she told me she's in a wheelchair. She told me that she liked to work crossword puzzles. So that's good. She's my age.
That's good, yeah.
Now here's
good.
Here's a misnomer. 30% of the people living in the United States say that wisdom comes with old age. Not necessarily.
But a lot of people believe that, though. Yeah.
There are a lot of people.
I get your point,
listen.
too.
I've had several people to say of Albert Roberts, he's a wise man.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm old.
Not necessarily, no.
These are some fears, 3 fears that people have about growing old.
Oh God. Okay. Let's
Memory
hear it.
loss.
Yeah, of course.
I've heard a lot of people say, I can't remember to do this, can't remember to do that.
I know.
What's so sad, you get in the room and you say, what did I get here?
No.
Why did I come in here for?
Exactly.
25% believe this is their fear about aging, not being able to live independently.
Yeah. Those make sense. Yeah.
You don't want to be dependent on someone to take you somewhere.
No. They're saying they don't want to go senile and have to be taken care of.
Thirdly,
yes.
you don't want to. You don't like the idea of not being mobile.
Yeah.
You want to be able to get in your car and take off.
Absolutely. Yes.
Paula showed me on her phone today, right ahead in front of this business, someone took a picture of my car and sent it to Paula.
I know. I think that's so funny.
Now, how old is
that's
old?
Funny.
How old is old?
Ooh, everybody's different on that. That's one thing right there. Everybody's different.
If you're 60 to 70, that's good news. If you're 80, 73% say 80 is old.
Okay.
So I'm plus 80.
But 73% say it though. But like I said, it just really depends on the person.
I've heard of people
that's
in their
just the
90s still driving.
Absolutely. We need to figure out what these people are eating on this some island. I have to find that and show it to you. But all of these men, they're not eating. They're not eating certain things, but they're eating a certain food that we have been told here in this country that's not good for us. Turns out it is. I'd have to tell you what the food is. I'm not sure at the moment, but and all these men that live over there on this, it's an island country, like they're living regularly to be like 120 and 125 years old. One man, 99 years old, still races. He was running like races, like track and field stuff like that.
Oh my
Senior
God.
events. It was unreal, Papa. Unreal.
Carolyn had Alzheimer's.
Yes.
42% of the people surveyed said that Alzheimer's is the one thing they dread more than anything.
Yeah, nobody wants to have to get that for sure.
There are 6.5 million people in the United States that have Alzheimer's. 500,000 new ones come up every year
That's
with
sad.
Alzheimer's. The sad thing
They've
about
got to
Alzheimer's,
get on the research and get some better medicine for that disease.
what is so sad, I watched Carolyn's mind disappear. I
Yes,
mean,
that
it
was hard.
left her.
Yeah, it did, and it's and of course they change, their moods change. Not everybody's, but most of them do. Most of them do, and it's not so good usually either.
Carolyn would throw her food at me. I'd walk in her door, and whatever she was eating, she'd throw the plate and all at me.
She sure did.
This is a.
One time.
I want to read a poem about John F. Kennedy.
And my nanny never said a bad word, folks. But boy, when she got that, you seem to bring out a few in her, didn't you? You're definitely the punching bag, that's for sure.
She took her plate off her wheelchair one time and tried to hit me over the skull.
The caretakers go through it with that disease too. They do.
This is a poem about J.F. Kennedy, and it was written by Roosevelt Blaylock out here on the mountain.
Oh, well, what about that?
He wrote this poem
In 1963. Wow.
On November the 22nd in the year 63, there was a man so happy and free. His name was John, his wife was Jack. He went into Dallas and he never came back. He was smiling and waving and talking too, until a rifle so quickly was drew. 3 shots were fired from the window above and took from Jacqueline her only true love. He was scheduled to speak at the market that day, but the assassin saw fit to take him away. He stopped 2 slugs and the governor won, as along the street the motorcade run.
Did they kill the governor too?
No, he didn't kill him. John Connolly was the governor, but he did not die.
Okay.
He did not die.
Okay.
But the chauffeur sped on in the black limousine at such a fast pace they scarcely could be seen. But they reached the doctor in just a short while, and on their faces there was no smile. The doctor's face looked very grim, as through their glasses they looked at him. They checked his pulse and massaged his heart, but the doctor knew he would die from the start.
Oh, wow.
Then God saw fit to let him go, for the reason we'll never know. His life was snuffed out in less than an hour. He could have only been saved by God's miraculous power. Thank you, Roosevelt.
What about that? From here, wrote that. I like that.
I got that poem from Ophelia Cooley.
Okay, I like that.
She gave that to me.
He, well, he was just doing. He was doing the right thing. He was about to take some people down. He was doing some of the things. Some of the things that are going on now. Some of the things that JFK was doing in his time.
JFK wielded
that was an inside job for
big
sure.
heavy stick.
He did.
He wielded a big heavy stick. Theodore
sure.
Roosevelt said, "Walk softly, but carry a big stick."
That's right.
So he was in the same vein as Theodore Roosevelt.
That's
Franklin
right.
Delano Roosevelt came on the scene the year that Social Security was started. It was 1935. That was the year I was born. These are some jokes I will tell you now.
There we go. Okay, I'm down for that.
A man handed the teller at his bank a withdrawal slip for $400. He said, "I'd like large bills, please." The teller looked at him, confused, and she said, "I'm sorry, but all the bills are the same size."
Dang, she must have been a blonde. That could have been a good blonde joke right there. That's pitiful. Funny though.
Australian thieves wanted gasoline, so they siphoned gas from a parked tour bus.
No.
They tapped the sewage tank instead. They ran off with a mouth of not gas. After a night of drinking, a Japanese government official just wanted to go home, but a 6-foot wall stood in his way. So he climbed over it.
Dang.
The wall was just outside a prison, and he was tackled by prison guards. They thought, "If you want in here, buddy, we'll let you in." Okay. A young man returning a library book about a movie star of the silent film era opened it to a photograph of Vamp Queen Theta Bara. You would not remember Theta Bara. You would not remember silent movies.
Right.
Was she really a sex symbol in the 20s, he asked. The librarian said, yes, she was.
Mm-hmm.
The teenager studied the photograph. Boy, he said finally, no wonder you people had a depression.
Yeah, for real.
I'm glad I did not live through the depression.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was waiting for her dog's turn at the veterinarian's office when a man came in with 2 German shepherds. The receptionist asked their names. Timex and Bulova, he replied.
Timex and Bulova?
They're watchdogs.
I reckon so.
Ever since, that's good.
That was a good play on
Ever
words
since
there.
my Aunt Mildred was a child, she wanted to have a black cat named Midnight.
Oh, okay.
When one of the cats on her farm had a litter, she got her wish, except that the kitten had a little patch of white fur under the chin.
Mm-hmm.
So she decided that Midnight was inappropriate because it wasn't totally black. So instead she named it 1145.
I like that name.
1145. Animals go by their names, whatever you name them. My friends, George and Louise, retired to a small Arizona village.
Right.
As Louise's birthday approached, George asked her what gift she'd like.
Uh-oh.
Well, a Rolls Royce would be nice.
Well, dang,
she said. She was joking. But early on the morning of her birthday, Louise heard strange noises in the garden. Tiptoeing to the door, she saw 2 burros tied to the fence, and each one had a large sign hanging from his back, and it said Rolls and Royce.
There you go.
You got a Rolls Royce for your birthday, girl.
Right.
My husband and I were returning from our childbirth class at Manhattan's Beckman Hospital. Noting my obvious pregnancy, the taxi driver, Mr. Ho, proceeded to tell us about his wife's experience at the same hospital.
Okay.
She had been admitted December the 24th, and the next day she delivered triplets.
Whoa.
The visitors and the staff were amused on Christmas morning when they saw the newborns' names on their bassinets. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, man.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's terrible.
You would. How would you like to have a name like Ho?
Oh,
A
that'll be good.
man asked his friend if there was any term similar to an umbilical cord. You would know what an umbilical cord is.
That's you stunt you.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay. What
you
about it?
To describe the sometimes hard to break tie between an older child and a parent.
Oh.
And the friend said, sure, I can give you a familiar term, purse string.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. So true.
An Amtrak passenger was asked if she was afraid of flying. No, I'm not afraid of flying. I'm afraid of crashing.
Oh. That sounds like something you
That
almost
sounds
should
like
say.
Albert, doesn't
It
it?
really does, yeah.
Peering over the fence of my great aunt's spacious garden one day, I noticed her elderly neighbor on her knees, tending what seemed to be a rare seedling. What are you growing? I asked. She straightened up stiffly and replied with resignation, I'm growing old.
Dang.
I can identify with
I
that.
don't think they ever mean that.
Okay. 2 men were overheard talking about the infidelities of an office Romeo. I don't know how he gets away with it, said one fellow. The only thing I've ever been able to do behind my wife's back is zip her up.
That's pretty good there too.
Should I forget it? Should I give
It's
it
hard
quit?
to top that one, isn't it? You can tell one more if you want to, and we'll end it there.
While serving as a church usher, I was carrying out our tradition of escorting parishioners to their seats before the service began.
Yeah.
After I returned to the entrance of the sanctuary to escort the next party, I greeted two strangers and asked them where they would like to sit. One man said, "I would like to sit in the non-smoking section." Can you believe that at church?
No.
Listen,
Oh,
I'm telling the truth.
I wasn't expecting that one.
I'm telling the truth. On this same vein,
Mm.
when I was younger, I smoked.
I cannot see.
I had a pack of cigarettes in my pocket. I had spent the afternoon with my grandfather that lived in Lee Station. So I was walking to church, Lee Station Baptist Church,
Okay, yeah.
and I was smoking. When I got close enough to the church, I saw Gordon Brown and his wife Mabel on the porch. I thought to myself, I don't want Gordon and Mabel to see me smoking. So I threw the cigarette in the ditch. I took about 5 or 6 more steps. A booming voice came from heaven, and it said, "You're concerned about Gordon and Mabel seeing you smoke the cigarette? I've been watching you all the way, boy." Listen, Billy, I reached in my pocket and got that pack of cigarettes out, threw them in the ditch. I never wanted another cigarette in my life.
Well, that was effective, wasn't it? That's pretty
It
good.
worked for me.
It sure
Carolyn had already quit smoking. Can you imagine Nanny smoking? She had her brand and I had my brand. We didn't start smoking until we left Pikeville. But when we went to Dayton, Ohio, we both started smoking. She quit when she got pregnant with Vicky.
Well, that's good. Producer, man, I'm finding out all kinds of stuff right now.
That was in 1955. She got pregnant with 54. She got pregnant with Vicky. And Vicky
You
was born in
got me,
55.
Joe. I just sit here and think about you and Nanny just walking down the street smoking a cigarette. No big deal. Wow. Boy, I'd
Listen,
like to been
to further
a fly on the wall.
muddy the water, 6 weeks later, the salesman of cigarettes that manufactured Winston came in the store, and he and I were on those first name basis. He said, "Albert, I think I should do this for you. The next time I come back, if you'll just save me your empty cartons, I will supply you with all your cigarettes you just smoke. Free."
Whoa.
I felt like whipping him. I wasn't smoking anymore.
I know.
He offered to give me all the cigarettes I smoked.
Man. Well, he's been nice at least, but yeah. What was that deal when you needed it?
Yeah. I would probably want to quit smoking.
Yeah, probably not. Oh man, those were good.
But back then, cigarettes were just a penny a piece.
Gosh.
20 cents a pack.
Man alive.
20 cents a pack.
Well, boy, how times changed. That's for
Yes,
sure.
they've changed.
That's crazy. Crazy. Well, folks, we were talking about Easter, Papa. So, we are going to wish everybody, all you guys, a happy Easter. We'll go ahead and do that. Wish everybody a happy Easter. And hope all you have a great Easter. Enjoy the springtime and time with your family. And we'll see you guys next time. We'll be off next week, get a week off. So we'll be back, though, right after the Easter holiday. So we'll be back with another new episode. Remember, we're getting countdown to our 300th episode is on. 5 episodes away from our 300th episode. So Any ideas you guys want to give us on that, still feel free to do so. We will take them. I promise you. But until next time, folks, we'll see you guys then. Have a great week and happy Easter.
See you, folks.
Hey, folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.